And this is my own fault. I did fill my inventory with letters, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to grab much. Let's see, what do we got? A stego skull. I think the stego is done, but won't hurt me to look in a moment when I open up the who's a what's it and look. Let's take a look. The neck, skull, and torso. So that's good. And yep, that's good. And then it's the stego. Yep, all good. I was watching a scary movie the other night. Your father was fast asleep, of course, and I yelled at the top of my lungs. Every light on our street went on. Still groggy. AC Red's waiting for you on January 28th at 6 p.m. Do you want to get scammed? For those who can't wait for spring to arrive, we're about to find out when it will. Drop by the Wishing Well at 7 a.m. on February 2nd for the news. Who the fuck is awake at 7 a.m.? Lane Lucy. Got so many people finally moving in. People that have been watching the streamathon are now well aware of how long I'm out cold for, and even then, I don't even sleep that long. It may seem like I'm away for 10 to 12 hours when I go and put the VODs up, but like, only a portion of that is sleep, and the rest is me doing shit behind the scenes because I can't sleep. I am a mess. This is a grass model. Do you want to bring a little bit of outside into your house? You're damn right I do. Why do you have, like, a thing of toxic waste and a traffic cone? Like a barrel of really shouldn't be messed with chemical stuff. You gotta be careful with that. Doing the same thing. I get it, because he's playing that game. Playing fucking Infinite Wealth and doing the same thing. Stay away from that toxic barrel. I can't wait to get to Infinite Wealth. So badly do I want to play Yakuza, but I just don't want to hurt my throat from reading too much. Like, after a while, my throat starts to hurt, but I think Yakuza, in only, like, a few games do I really have to read a lot, because most games, you know, will have a lot of voice-acted scenes, or there's not that many cutscenes. So with Yakuza, I read a lot, so then my throat starts to kind of get a bit sore. It's funny, because I can commentate for a long time, but when I'm reading stuff, then it starts to become kind of a problem. I feel like the early days, I was able to play Yakuza for really long periods of time, but now I'm like, I gotta take a break. As much as I love it, it hurts me. But we'll probably end up playing it some this week, because I can only stay away for so long, and now we can kind of start doing some of the any other sub-story thing and main stuff, because I've done mostly all the taxi stuff I wanted to do, which was just race. I think I still got like taxi missions to do, but I don't know if there's really any huge need for them. Other than to give me money. And I don't even know how many there are. They keep listing 3 of them, and then it's like it never stops being 3. Yeah. But I mean, when they even do voiceover and stuff, I mean, as long as there is voice, I don't read it, so it does help, which is nice. So that does give me that break. It's like any other time, I'm like, oh god, I gotta read this whole ordeal. I gotta read out the entire thing of like why the Tojo clan is struggling, or the Omi Alliance, or why this other faction is doing this, and I'm like, I don't even know what 70% of what I just said is. I barely know how to pronounce like a third of this. I'm like, couldn't we have just had a dramatic cutscene for this? But we're almost to 6. So close, but yet so far. I don't, my speed, it'll probably be a while anyway, but like, there is a part of me that's like, I will be sad when I eventually do somehow catch up in Yakuza, because I will not have anything new to look forward to until the next announcement of things. Like, I still got plenty to do, but it's like, if I somehow do catch up, the only thing I have planned if I do beat the final one until the next release somehow is I'm going to go back and replay 0, just because I never got the full experience with Yakuza 0. As that one was, of course, my introduction. I didn't quite grasp what Yakuza was, and then on top of that, I had technical issues when I played it, so I didn't get to do a lot of sub-stories and side content because I had to rush to the end, because it was like crashing my entire stream and computer. It was so weird, I couldn't go to a bridge. If I went to the one other part of the bridge, it just like collapsed. And my entire game would just close, everything freezes up, the stream would go down. I was like, alright, well, let's just rush through the story and avoid these, like, 2 little spots in the map I could never touch. I'm running around the world too, but I'm also just looking for dig spots that I keep missing. So, we definitely am going to revisit that, which will be fun. Of course, there's always a chance I'll revisit Judgment, Lost Judgment again. Whoops. Because love those games too. Something just like yelled at me for what I was trying to do here. So, like, I have my own, like, in my own, like, mind what the Yakuza slash spin-offs slash whatever that I like. Like, the rating of them so far, and at least the ones I've played. And I think right now Lost Judgment is still my favorite, but again, I haven't played through everything of other games. Lost Judgment is still my top favorite game out of the entire series, but I think it's just because of all the silliness, all of the extra side story stuff, even though it was all wrapped around the school, was fun. Gotta get my drink open, make S. Warm in here. It's cold and water. I don't want to drop my controller. But yeah, Lost Judgment's my favorite. I think the second, like if I'm going top to bottom, what my favorites are that I've played, it would be Lost Judgment, Yakuza Kiwami 2, because I really enjoyed the second one. Judgment, because I really liked Judgment as well, of course. Can I put you on there? You can't walk on this, can you? Oh, you can. I like to think there's like a little mat over here. But Judgment comes in at 3. Yakuza 0 I put at 4 just because even though I had issues, I feel like I had a good time. That one might change just because I don't have a lot of knowledge off the top of my head compared to the others, but I put that one up there because I was like, I remember having fun and, you know, I liked a lot of the side stuff that I could do at the time, but I don't remember it too well, but I just think it was a pretty fun time. I have all these the way I want them. Up. What I'm working on that has 3 right here. Yakuza, I think in 5th right now is Yakuza Kiwami 1. I really did enjoy it, but I don't know why. Like, I had a hard time with the stances because at the Majima Everywhere fights and stuff after a while got a little tiring, and I had a hard time with for some reason 0 I didn't have too much of trouble with the multi-stance thing, but Kiwami 1 I didn't like it as much. I don't know why. It felt more like rock, paper, scissors, where I'm like, okay, will this one work? Will this one work? It wasn't as good to me, but I still had fun with Kiwami. Number 6, I have Yakuza 3 Remastered. I didn't mind that one. I liked the story, host the stuff, the side stuff with all that stuff. Those were all fun. that was the part where enemies with weapons really started to kick my ass, and the blocking started, kind of. It's a little more prominent in 5, but I don't know. I did enjoy it, but it definitely, there were just points where I didn't care for, or like felt meh to me, so it fell short on certain aspects. But it was the start of the remastered version, so I just had a taste of Kiwami, so I was like, "Whew, this is a change." Number 7 right now is Yakuza 4, and my biggest thing with that I didn't really like was we had to introduce different characters, and I don't mind that aspect, but it was just, everything felt so quick, and I guess, you know, if you really just focus Yakuza's story, everything's pretty fast. What the fuck, fish? If you just go through the stories, it's very short. It can be really fast, but even with all the side stuff I was trying to do, 4 just felt so quick. Like, I just... was like, Jesus, I'm already done. And I felt like I was just starting to get involved and interested in the character, and we're already switching, and a plot twist happened. Number 8, I put Yakuza Dead Souls because, until I play other games, it might go down further on the list. It's fun. It's got its charm, but it does wear out on me pretty quick, only because of the unlimited enemy bullshit running through the zone. I like it because it keeps all of their characters. It's just continuation of a what-if scenario. It's not trying to create, like, use the same characters like Ishin or something, where it's into like a historical thing or some kind of like its own thing, but it's not. Like, I don't mind it, but it did get old after a while for me. And then my least favorite right now is Like a Dragon Ishin. I feel like when we're not our original characters or the characters that's been established, it loses a lot of charm for me at times, but also just weapon combat felt like any other Yakuza game where it's like it's fun to use for a little bit, but it's kind of like stiff. Doesn't feel as great unless you're using the dance or like the sword gun combo, then you're kind of quick. But some of the side stuff I liked. Towards the end, I was starting to get into it, but a majority of that game just did not click with me as well as I'd like. I know people didn't like the cards and their powers. And you can not do that, and that's fine. Okay, I'm just having a hard time with fish today. But and I didn't mind that because Judgment had a goofy similar thing, even though it wasn't cards with drinks or powers and stuff, and you could fucking shoot magic beams out of your hands, and it was just for funsies. And like, that little shit for the combat is fun, just to be a goofball. But Ishin right now has still been kind of my least favorite. It was okay. I feel like it. Goddamn button. I feel like it could have been better or more to it for me, but I think I'm just a little bit more like blown away with the spin-off / whatever of Judgment, Lost Judgment, and stuff like that. So Ishin kind of falls flat for me. When it comes to things to do, because we're going off of the other, an older version or like the older game and stuff, and just bringing it updated to here. But it was okay, but felt like it could have been better for me. So far, Lost Judgment still remains my favorite until I probably play Like a Dragon, whatever, the 7th one, and 6, and Infinite Wealth, all those. I'll probably be changing it up depending on how much I enjoy it. But all fun in their own way. I've had a blast with each one of them for their own ways. It's just, I think, like, 4 still shocked me because I was like, all right, yeah, I'm starting to get interested in this. Oh, it's over. I was like, oh. Well, shit. There we go. Now we're getting some good fish. Either way, love the Yakuza series slash Like a Dragon slash Judgment, Lodge Judgment, all of those fun times. I just love the dumb like side things you can do when they introduce them. You know, like 5 is like, hey, taxi driving with Kiryu. I'm like, I'm in. Say less. You had me at taxi. Though I kind of like, I know they didn't want to do too much of it, but and I doubt anyone else would probably ask for more of it, but I kind of wish we had more just driving segments with it because a lot of it was just, you know, a few early missions were driving and then you would just do racing. But I really wish that some of it, like, and then it's just cutscenes for a majority answering stuff. And I'm like, part of me still wants to do the stupid follow the law and drive and stuff. But like most of the missions after a while just turned into cutscenes slash just whatever talking points. So I'm so glad Lost Judgment added dancing. May not be the dancing we get in Yakuza 0, but I still had fun dancing. So we'll probably fish, do our usual thing with this. Then, you know, I'll probably move on to play something else for a tiny bit, and then we will probably eat, have our duck break, and then we'll see what we feel like playing later. Because, like I said, I'm kind of all over the place on what I might do. Like I said, I know I said Final Fantasy, but I kind of want to save that for just starting up the week. We'll do that kind of stuff, so we'll see. Like I said, all the Yakuza talk, I might play that. I might play fucking Stranded Alien Dawn because I've been wanting to play that for a bit. Maybe more Marvel Midnight Sun because I've been having fun doing that. Might play, might do Kenshi or whatever, you know, who fucking knows? I can't decide. Or I might just play like a random thing I have on Game Pass for all I know. If I can't decide, there'll be a poll like usual later. While the ducks are swimming, floating around, sinking, or flying out of their pool. And then tomorrow when we do ducks, we'll start a new map for that. So that'll be fun. And I enjoyed the Dragon Quest Builders playlist. Like, I didn't really watch a lot of it because I'm not going to watch myself that much, and also I'm going to sleep. I enjoyed it, and it makes me miss playing it, so I can't wait until I do play 2. And things like that. But man, do I hate listening to myself read, especially then. But half those sessions, if not all, were like between 4 and 6 in the morning. So I'm just like sitting there trying to read Dragon Quest, which I'm already pretty bad at the way they write it out. And I'm like horribly sleep deprived. So like after a while, I think I just stopped reading it sometimes and just say like a few words here and there. And just kind of, splooge. I'm like, cool. Great reading. I'm glad things haven't changed. Hi, Hank. Bye, Hank. It's a boot. Put your foot down. Say no to littering. Already on day 7. Got a whole nother week, which will either end on Friday or Saturday. Like I said, it depends how I feel by then. It may end on Saturday just because if John wants to do shit over the weekend, I might as well just stay here and do it and then be gone Sunday to however long I feel like being gone for, which will probably only be like 2 to 4 days. If even that. But I'm probably going to try to force myself to be away for a bit just so I can, you know, hang out with family, do a bunch of things that I want to do. I got a lot of videos I want to go catch up on too, as well as some other chores and things. So it'll be a nice little relaxation when I'm all done. It's like, probably it's not as weird to some people, but like I know like having a stream to go to at all times and then eventually going off to like go to sleep or be done for the day and finally finishes up its week-long thing. Be like, huh, or I don't have that stream to go to anymore. Like, it might be to me it'll be weird not streaming. I'll wake up and be like, oh my god, I don't have to get to the computer quickly. I can take my time. I have so much time now. The week kind of blew by. I think the only times it ever really dragged is when I'm trying to sleep and I can't. And I'm struggling. And it's only happened twice. And with John's randomizer. That one was, you know, that can feel a bit draggish at times, but I was also trying to, like, him playing gave me time to, like, take care of a lot of shit that I needed to do in the background. Well, and right, the fan going too long. I have my ceiling fan at like medium speed because I was like, it's really hot in here sometimes. You know, all this fucking shit that never gets turned off. Grab those red snappers. Give me good money. Fortunately, it's Monday, so I didn't even do turnips. Nothing. Wasn't awake for the turnips. Again, I missed sliders, so I can't even get music in my house. It's almost the end of the month, so we can eventually attempt those raffle tickets that I can finally get rid of out of my house. Be great. Fish, 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 fish. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do after I'm done with this. I might play some more Marvel Midnight Sun for a little bit, just because I can't help myself. I really do like that game. Might do that for a tiny bit, and then eventually dinner. And then we'll, like I said, we might do Kenshi or Stranded Alien Dawn, or maybe I'll see if Mountain Blade wants to work. I don't know. Or I might play Yakuza. I don't fucking know. All I know is I want to play Final Fantasy tomorrow instead of today. I'll play that tomorrow after dinner. I might play Starfield when I get up tomorrow, just so we can make some progress in that, since that gets played very little. Continue to see how I feel about it, because it's like I have fun for its mindless factor, but there are parts where I'm like, do I continue this? Because every time I play it, I'm like, I miss Fallout. Or I miss anything that's better than that game. But, you know, I still want to play it for the time being. But we'll see what we do tomorrow. Just keep giving me 3 of those red snappers. I can at least keep making 10,000. If my computer, like I said, doesn't want to run Mountain Blade properly, at least I have a backup. I just have to I gotta install it on my console, but that's no problem. It should still be on. I think it was on Game Pass. That was why. So I could probably reinstall it. And then I just have to fight with the. I mean, I don't have to fight with the UI. I could just plug in a keyboard and mouse, and that will work. I think on the Xbox, because that stuff, some games are supported, and that's one of them. But I don't have a spare keyboard or mouse to do that right now that I want to do with, and I don't have the room to do such a thing. But I'm gonna see if my computer will even want to run it. I always like it, but I never get far in Mountain Blade because I kind of just suck. It just turns into me wandering around aimlessly, trying to recruit people, trying to manage to make sure no one's starving, getting them better, and then I just die to a bandit attack, get captured, escape, and then I start from square one again because I somehow didn't die. Rinse and repeat. I don't go very far in that game. It's not really something I'm good at. But I'll probably play it sometime this week if I don't. If not, it's in the cards for a random day. I fucking rocked my leg, bumped my button. God, why do you keep throwing it? Like, none of you even wear shoes. Like I'm the only character here that's wearing them. Are these my shoes? Am I doing this when I sign off? My character's just dumping shoes into the ocean and then they just keep coming back. Fish, fish, fish. But we'll do this, and we'll switch games, play something for a little bit. Like I said, we might be eating around anywhere between 3 and 5. And after we eat, we'll decide what we want to play and be good to go. Hey, more ducks later. Who knows? I don't even know what we'll be doing because for all I know, like, could be playing fucking Pal World with Zane or something to try to progress our one world that we're doing, but it'd also just be me doing something solo. I don't know yet. Fish, fish, fish. Like, I understand what this outfit was. Whoops. When I put it on, but it does kind of at times look like I just have an egg on my head. Someone just cracked an egg on me. I don't think that's what this was, right? This isn't like an egg outfit. It's a yodel shirt. So pretty much egg. Fish. Yeah, 2 more, and it's going to be a shitty payout because I'm not getting any red snappers. Damn you. Come on, you can see it, you son of a bitch. I'm not trying to put it in the same spot. I'm making adjustments, but my character keeps throwing it in the same spot. There we go. That was a snap. I can fit 1 more fish in my pocket. Yeah, I don't think it'd be pleasant to have a pocket full of fish. And again, I never tried putting one in my pocket, nor have I wanted to. What you doing down here? Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Hey there, ho there, hi there. What can I do for you? Well, you can take my fish. This will you'll be sleeping with if you don't pay your debt. It's like, what? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Like Tom Nook puts on a suit and he starts like, that sounds like the Godfather. Puts on a suit and he thinks he's literally he's the Godfather now. I'd like to mail a letter to your mother. What? This says museum. Yeah, that's where she lives. Why are you being rude, villager? So, 380,000. Give you 33,000. Now I have 347,000. We're getting there. Yes. All right. Shorter day, like I said, for streams, for YouTube, I mean, because we're doing a streamathon. I got a lot of things I'm doing, so got other games to play. But we made some money. We tackled some debt. We'll definitely be doing more soon. Not as consistent as we were once doing. But we are doing it, and it's not because I'm tired of it. It's more so I'm just busy with everything else I'm trying to do. You're already done, so what do you want me to do? Oh, that means you're gonna save your data. I don't want to save shit. You know who I am? No. Nintendo. Till the next one.